Start.
Hi everyone, my name is Adarsh Rai. Welcome to Black Motivation. Today we're going to do a review of the top 10 brutal Jason kills by Watch Mojo. And Parikshit is all excited. He has recommended this and I am looking forward to the kills.
Yeah, hi everyone. Parikshit this side, and I'm super excited to watch this horrific killing by Jason. So many of you who don't know, Jason is a horror or a villain from the series called Friday the 13th. And our motivation at Black Motivation is to show you the best horror clips, movies, trailer. And so, Adarsh, shall we start? Are you all ready?
I am ready.
Okay, then just.
Killing is his business. And business sure is good. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Jason Voorhees kills. For this list, we'll be taking a look at the most creative and iconic kills performed by Jason Voorhees in both the Friday the 13th films, and including kills performed by Jason himself. So we won't have any other killers or characters possessed by Jason on this list. In case you haven't guessed, a spoiler alert is definitely in order. Number 10, Corkscrew and Cleaver, Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Oh God, I'm horny.
Played by Crispin Glover, Jimmy is a socially awkward teen who is desperate for some good sex. Unfortunately for him, he accompanies his friends to a weekend getaway at Jason Voorhees' old stomping grounds of Crystal Lake.
Oh, I don't know anybody new. Well, sex is a great way to meet them.
After successfully making love to one half of a pair of gorgeous twins, Jimmy goes downstairs to celebrate with a glass of wine, but is unable to find a corkscrew. Luckily, Jason happens to have one, and promptly gives Jimmy a hand, and a meat cleaver to the face.
Hey, Ted, where the hell's the corkscrew?
One of the bloodier kills in the film, Jimmy's death is all the more shocking as his sympathetic characterization suggested he may have been the hero of the final chapter.
Jimbo!
Number 9, Garbage Can Drowning, Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan.
Walking corpses are not real.
Authority figures don't usually fare well in the Friday the 13th franchise, and biology teacher Charles McCulloch is no exception.
I'm in charge here. School is out.
He's more than a little uptight, and using fairly cruel methods to cure his niece Rennie of her aquaphobia. So it's all the more fitting that Mr. McCullough ends up in his own watery grave, courtesy of Jason Voorhees. Taking McCulloch by the ankles and plunging him headfirst into a sludge-filled garbage can, Jason performs one of his most gruesome and arguably comedic kills. This is also one of a handful of kills where Jason inadvertently deals out his own lethal brand of justice to a more villainous victim.
Better swim, Rennie, before Jason pulls you down.
Number 8, Sauna Rock, Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan.
Nice fight, Julius. Guess I need to work on my left-right-left combo.
You can never let your guard down when Jason's around. After losing a fight to Julius, a boxer who would also have a memorable encounter with Jason in this film, this unnamed victim tries to blow off some steam in the sauna. With the towel over his face obscuring his vision, the boxer assumes it's Julius who enters to join him. He then finds out otherwise when Jason plunges a sauna rock through his chest cavity.
Julius?
This execution was yet another example of the more tongue-in-cheek kills, which had become more and more commonplace in the Friday the 13th franchise.
He's undefeated. You know that?
Number 7, Headspin, Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason Lives.
You guys, try not to wake the kids.
As the Friday the 13th franchise continued through numerous sequels, there was a noticeable shift in Jason's kills, as they increasingly became the stuff of black comedy instead of dead serious horror.
All right, who's out there?
However, his killing of Sissy in Part 6 served as a reminder of how truly vicious Jason can be. After assuring a frightened girl that there's nothing to fear outside of her cabin, Sissy finds out there is indeed plenty to be afraid of when Jason comes a-knockin'. After yanking her out of a window, Jason twists her head around 180 degrees before tearing it off completely. Mr. Voorhees seems to have perfected this move, as he's done it before to a cheeky coroner. Number 6. Eye Pop, Friday the 13th Part 3.
Rick!
This third installment in the Friday the 13th franchise sought to take advantage of 3D technology and featured several kills that exploited it to the fullest.
Is everything all right?
This scene, in which the character Rick meets his maker, exemplifies this element. After his car dies and he begins to search the grounds, Rick is caught by Jason and has his head crushed in the serial killer's vice-like grip. Even more grotesque is the fact that Jason squeezes Rick's head with such tremendous force that it causes his left eye to pop out of its socket. An effect which is considerably enhanced by Part 3's use of 3D. Number 5. Decapitating Uppercut, Friday the 13th Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan.
Operator, this is an emergency. Give me the police.
After arriving in the Big Apple, Jason squares off against amateur boxer Julius in a battle of fisticuffs on a rooftop. In a lengthy sequence that showcases Julius's boxing prowess, Jason absorbs blow after blow to seemingly no effect. After bloodying his own fists and exhausting himself without even managing to knock Jason off his feet, Julius gives a sportsmanlike invitation to Jason to deliver his best shot.
Take your best shot.
Unfortunately for Julius, Jason packs plenty of punch in his own right as he delivers an uppercut which knocks Julius's head clean off his shoulders and into a neighboring dumpster. Using his surroundings to his advantage for his bloody work, when he comes upon the fairly unlikable holding the bed and Trey's spine with terrifying ease. This kill is an example of Jason's more brutal approach to killing, as opposed to Freddy Krueger's more psychological and sinister methods. It's this contrast that helped set the stage for this clash of horror movie titans. Number 3. Sleeping Bag, Friday the 13th Part 7. The New Blood.
It's gonna be a cold night tonight.
One of veteran Jason actor Kane Hodder's personal favorites, this kill from the 7th installment in the Friday the 13th franchise takes full advantage of the camping theme prevalent in the series.
Okay, you big hunk of a man, come and get me!
The New Blood displays Jason's versatility as he uses a variety of weapons to slay his victims.
Dan, what are you doing?
But perhaps none is quite as unique as his method of murdering a camper who tries to hide from him in her sleeping bag. Undeterred, Jason simply picks her and the bag up and slams both into a tree to get the job done. Originally, the scene called for Jason to slam the sleeping bag into the tree several times, but the sequence was shortened so the film could avoid an X rating. Number 2. Machete to the Face, Friday the 13th Part 2. Although you'd think most killers would show some mercy to the disabled, Jason most certainly does not. Mark is a wheelchair-bound former athlete who hasn't let his disability get to him. But unfortunately, his impressive upper body strength isn't enough to save him when Jason picks up where his mother left off in the original Friday the 13th. Mark ends up on the receiving end of a machete to the face in one of Part 2's most horrifying moments. For the finishing touch, Jason even goes the extra mile with this kill by sending Mark careening down a staircase while still seated in his wheelchair. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. Liquid Nitrogen, Jason 10. Jason's first foray into outer space spawned some of his most memorable and creative kills, chief among them being his murder of scientist Adrian. After waking up from a cryogenic slumber in a fairly unpleasant mood, Jason attacks Adrian and plunges her head first into a vat of liquid nitrogen, which freezes her entire head in a matter of seconds. Despite the icy dip having clearly killed her when he pulls her back out, Jason adds insult to injury by slamming Adrian's frozen face into the countertop and shattering it. Balancing gory shock value with a touch of dark humor, this kill arguably encapsulates the essence of Jason Voorhees' modus operandi. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite Jason Voorhees kill?
More than agree. That is
Every day.
horrible, Pariksha. Horrendous, horrible, merciless, brutal, beyond, imagination. That machete to the face, but and then spear. The last one, the nitrogen one, was, I thought, what's horrific in it when he has dumped her into her face into the nitrogen. So I said, that's not brutal, but when it smashes, or the explosion, oh boy, what you what you have shown today.
So I think
I might not be sleeping, Parikshit, and if I sleep, God forbid, Jason does not come in my dreams and does one of the acts. It would be the camping one was like, it was girl.
So,
I had it.
am I able to satisfy your hunger for horror?
This is horrific. This is not horror. It's beyond horror. Experiencing such deaths, such kills. Whosoever has written those parts, those writers who have crafted, the director who have visioned it, they have some horrific minds when it comes to killing someone. I won't like to be around such people.
So,
which one was your favorite?
I will not comment on my favorite part as of now, and I would like to know your horror rating out of 10.
Yeah, this is horrific. I am more than I'm not petrified, but I can't fathom. I cannot imagine if someone going through. It's you give the rating, Parikshit. That's for me. Rating this would not be the right justice to Jason's skills.
So, as per the Black Motivation, we would like to rate it say 10, or
10.
In terms of horrific, brutal, it's 11 out of 10, and
Yes.
so
The
we are
collection was amazing.
speechless. So we are speechless as of now.
I remember when I was, I don't know how small I was, but I cannot recount the standard I was in, which class I was in. But one of the deaths I could certainly recall, the swamp one, which I can recollect that I've seen it on TV. It's gore. It's but this is great. After yesterday's slaughterhouse and the jester, this is good, Parikshit.
This is the same. I think that particular Jason can give nightmare. So the best part is there's no sci-fi. You cannot see someone flying, but one person is enough to bring out the feeling of fear.
Do you know what is coming to my mind? Since there are so many online courses, Jason should have a master class And the first two entries should be the sloth and the jester.
I
You know,
think
they-
the type of talent that he had, he could have become more a good cook. So he's good with the cutting part. So,
Yes, I am imagining what someone he would have done who was into the kitchen.
exactly. He
Wow.
could have become
Chopped it
Sanjeev
off.
Kapoor.
Sanjeev Kapoor of the killing world.
Yes.
First you chop up the forearms, then the shoulder. Oh, that one, that saw was in between initial. Horrific, you know. You need more than a psychopath or more than a twisted mind to plan such things, you know. Writers have gone beyond their thought process as if they were possessed with some, you know, paranormal being.
Exactly. No comments.
Done for the day. Audience, please give a thumbs
Like,
up.
comment, and share. And I hope you guys will appreciate how much
Kills we
horror
have to
that
see
we
for
are
you.
consuming just to make you happy.
Just to make you guys happy, yeah? Just to make you guys content, you know, to bring that bloodshed to your screen.
How much hard work that we are doing.
Give us
So
a
we are
thumbs up.
risking our sleep for you. We are risking our well-being for you. Okay, so I think Adarsh is the time that we take exit from here.
Yes, please do
And
like,
guys, if
subscribe.
you like our channel, like, comment, and share, and subscribe. And thank you, Adarsh. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Okay, then.